Hi, it's Marco Brown with Brown Family Law in Salt Lake City, Utah, coming here answering the most commonly asked questions on the internet about divorce. And this one is, what makes a mother unfit in the eyes of the court? Lots of things could, but I'm going to go over the three most common that I see, having helped about 4,000 people through the divorce and child custody process. So number one is drugs and alcohol. You're hopped up, you're high, you're drinking alcohol all the time. You are going to do the dumbest things, the most dangerous things to yourself and your kids that you can possibly imagine. You won't even remember it. Okay? So I see this fairly often in cases. Somebody is hooked on drugs or they're hooked on alcohol. They're DUIing with kids in the car. They're smoking in front of their kids. They're bringing their dealers over to the house. They're, just doing crazy stuff. They're acting crazy, right? Their behavior is terrible. That is going to make you an unfit mother in the eyes of the court. So drugs and alcohol. In fact, when people come in and meet with me and they tell me that they're currently addicted to drugs or currently addicted to alcohol, I just tell them, hey, look, you need to get off of it cold turkey right now. Otherwise, don't even pay me. Don't bother paying me to help you out because I can't help you out. It is probably the easiest way for the court to see a mom is unfit is to be hooked on drugs or alcohol. And I'm just not going to waste people's money if they're going to continue with that. So that's how serious it is. And that's how serious I take it, that I won't even take people's money to help them. And I'm a lawyer. I'll take people's money for anything. But if you're hooked, don't even bother coming in and talking to me. Don't bother paying me at all because there ain't nothing I can do for you. Okay, so that's number one. Number two is allowing domestic violence in the house. And what I'm really talking about here is you've separated or you're already divorced and you're living with a new person, and that person is committing domestic violence against you or against the kids, okay, and against you in front of the kids. You're going to be seen as an unfit mom if you allow this to go on, especially in front of the kids, because it's unnecessary and you're not protecting your children. And that sounds harsh. I realize that, but I'm being harsh because that's how the Division of Child and Family Services sees it here in Utah, and that's probably how every Division of Child and Family Services sees it in every state. So if you allow that to happen and to persist, what's going to happen is your ex, the children's biological parent, is going to come back and say, hey, look, the kids need to be away from this, okay? And the court is going to be incredibly sympathetic to that. And they're going to see you as an unfit mom. And if DCFS is involved, the Division of Child and Family Services, they're going to come in and they're going to say you're unfit as well, okay? So this is a very, very serious problem. If you have domestic violence going on in the house, stop it. Either get out or shield your kids from it as best you can. But what I suggest just is getting out. Okay, so that's number two. Number three is abandoning your children. So you just decide that you want to move to another state, you leave, you don't really talk to your kids. This doesn't happen a ton for moms. This happens much more often for dads. But when you're a mom and you've abandoned your children, there's something visceral about that. And the court is not going to like it at all. You're going to be considered unfit if you engage in that type of behavior, and it's very, very difficult to overcome it. It's difficult to overcome it if you're a man, but it's extraordinarily difficult to overcome it if you're a woman. I'm just being totally honest about it. So those are really the three: drugs and alcohol, allowing domestic violence in front of the kids, and then abandoning your child. All right, you need help with your divorce or a child custody case, give us a call. Number is 801-685-9999. Until next time, thank you.